Right now, how your bank secretly treats you is determined by one thing only: your account balance. Today, we're exposing all 6 levels of this hidden banking caste system, from the penalty box at $0 to the elite institutional treatment at $10 million. If you have $5 in your account and accidentally overdraw on a coffee, the bank hits you with a $35 fee and leaves you on hold for an hour. But if you have $1 million, a single text to your private banker moves $250,000 instantly, no questions asked. It's the exact same bank, but 2 completely different universes. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how they're secretly treating you right now, and the one specific milestone you need to climb the ladder. At the bottom, the system is designed to penalize you. In the middle, it's built to ignore you. But at the top, it's engineered to serve and protect you. The goal isn't to get angry at this reality, it's to master it. Once you know the rules of the game, you can finally start playing to win. Most people think a bank is a place to keep your money safe, but if your balance is 0, ask yourself this: is your bank a vault or is it a predator? Welcome to the penalty box. At this level, you aren't a client, you're a risk. Your entire relationship is defined by one thing: fees. Think about the tension of the coffee. You're already stressed about a $0 balance, then a small mistake triggers a fee that represents 5 hours of minimum wage work. You call for help, and you're met with a cold, automated loop designed to make you give up. While big banks took over $12 billion in overdraft and non-sufficient funds fees last year, they treated the people paying them like a problem to be managed, not a customer to be valued. At this level, customer service is basically automated and hostile. Your card gets declined, your account gets frozen. In the bank's eyes, you aren't a person, you're a liability. But the moment you understand that this hostility is a business model and not a personal failure, you gain the clarity needed to stop being their prey and start climbing the ladder. Here's the cold reality. To your bank, you've just graduated from a problem to a ghost. You've finally managed to keep a steady $5,000 in your account. But have you ever wondered, why is the bank so quiet when you finally have money? While you feel you've made it, the bank is actually profiting more from your complacency than your debt. You've got a steady job, regular direct deposits, and you keep a small but positive balance somewhere between $1,000 and $10,000. But you're still not important enough for the bank to really notice you. You aren't a human being to them. You're an entry on an automated spreadsheet. You pay $15 a month for the privilege of them lending out your money at 7%, while they pay you 0.01%. It's death by 1,000 cuts. ATM charges, maintenance fees, and service costs that nickel and dime your growth to a standstill. You're no longer a risk, but you're completely replaceable. The bank wants you to stay a ghost because you're pure profit on autopilot. But the moment you move that $10,000 into a specific type of high-yield silo, which we'll cover in the next level, the bank's automated system suddenly wakes up. If you're finding this look behind the curtain of the banking world interesting, do me a favor and subscribe. We regularly break down the financial rules they never teach you in school, so you can maximize the system in your favor. When your balance crosses the $50,000 mark, something invisible happens inside the bank's server rooms. An alarm goes off and your status changes from ghost to mass affluent. Suddenly, the same bank that charged you for a coffee last year is now falling over themselves to waive your fees. The tension of being ignored vanishes, replaced by a priority line where a human actually answers the phone in seconds. You might even get a relationship banker, someone who actually knows your name. The first thing you'll notice is that those annoying little fees start to disappear. Monthly maintenance charges are waived, but don't be fooled. The bank isn't being nice because they like you. They're being nice because their algorithm has calculated that losing you would cost more than just giving you better service. For the first time, you have the one thing the bank fears: leverage. At this level, you've unlocked the standard perks, but you're still playing by their rules. But here is the real secret. Once you cross this threshold, you can stop asking for permission and start demanding terms. The moment you move from mass affluent to the next level, the bank stops being your provider and starts becoming your employee. Imagine walking past a massive line at the bank, going straight to a glass-walled office where they already have your favorite coffee waiting. But what's changed now? Once your assets hit $250,000, you graduate to preferred status. Think names like Chase Private Client. You're now assigned a dedicated human being whose entire year-end bonus depends on keeping you happy. Stop calling the 1-800 number. You now have a direct cell phone line. Need a $50,000 wire moved in 10 minutes? One text. A non-refundable fee showing up? It's gone before you even finish asking, but here is the part they don't tell the ghosts in level 2. At this level, money actually becomes cheaper for you. Because the bank sees you as a safe bet, they start offering you lower mortgage rates and higher credit limits that the average person literally cannot access. Do you know what is the ultimate payoff at level 4? You've officially entered the positive feedback loop. By paying less for debt and getting concierge service for free, you aren't just saving money, you're buying back your time. The system is no longer tilted against you, it's finally pushing you toward the $1 million finish line. Crossing the $1 million mark changes the physics of money. At this stage, the bank stops being a building you visit and becomes a service that follows you. Welcome to the world of private banking. Suddenly, that relationship banker you had at level 4 is gone. In their place is a private banker, a financial quarterback who only handles a handful of families. You don't call a branch, you have their personal cell phone number. If you need a complex wire sent while you're boarding a flight or a custom lending solution for a new property, you send a single text. It's done before you land. But the real magic isn't the service, it's the secret menu of products. This is where you unlock the portfolio line of credit. Imagine needing $500,000 in cash. In level 2, you'd have to sell your stocks, pay a massive capital gains tax, and lose your compounding power. In level 5, you simply borrow against your portfolio at rates the public will never see. You get the cash, you skip the tax bill, and your investments never stop growing. The caste system has now completely inverted. All those predatory fees that haunted you at level 1 haven't just vanished. They've been replaced by the bank actively paying you for the privilege of holding your money. You're no longer a customer, you're a partner. You aren't chasing the bank anymore. The bank is chasing you, opening doors to exclusive investments and estate planning that ensure your wealth stays in your family for generations. When you blow past the $10 million mark, the banking part of the relationship becomes an afterthought. At this level, you aren't just a client, you've become an institution. You've entered the world of ultra-high net worth management, where names like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs don't just hold your money, they become your private army. At level 6, the bank stops asking what you need and starts anticipating what you haven't even thought of yet. They give you access to the black box. At this tier, the service is about full-scale life architecture. If you want to finance a Gulfstream or get a pre-IPO allocation of the next world-changing tech company, your banker isn't checking a manual. They're calling the head of the investment bank to make it happen. They host private, closed-door summits where you network with the only other people on Earth who understand your tax brackets, creating a self-sustaining ecosystem of power and deals. At level 6, your banker will literally board a plane and fly across the country just to get your signature on a document. You are no longer a source of profit to be managed, you are a critical relationship to be protected at all costs. Find your level, plot your climb, and keep leveling up your financial game so that these tiers won't matter. If you're ready to flip the script on the system, check out our other videos and get wired for money.